Hey Ebren, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're tackling a breakfast classic that's cozy, delicious, and surprisingly easy to get right. French toast. Forget those soggy, sad slices you might have had in the past. I'm going to show you how to make French toast that's perfectly golden and crispy on the outside, while staying wonderfully soft and custardy on the inside. It's the ultimate comfort food, whether you're making a special weekend brunch or just want to treat yourself on a Tuesday morning. So, grab your apron and let's get started. First things first, let's talk about the star of the show, the bread. This is where a lot of people go wrong. You want to avoid your standard, thin, flimsy sandwich bread. It just gets mushy and falls apart. The secret is to use thick cut, slightly stale bread. Something like a brioche challah, or even a thick-cut Texas toast is perfect. The staleness is key because a drier bread will soak up our custard mixture like a sponge without turning into mush. I'm using a old brioche loaf that I sliced myself into about 1-inch thick slices. This thickness is really going to give us that amazing texture we're after. Now, for the heart of our French toast, the custard. This is what brings all the flavor and creates that beautiful, creamy interior. In a shallow dish or a pie plate, something wide enough to fit a slice of bread, we're going to whisk together our ingredients. We'll start with 4 large eggs. Crack them into the dish and give them a good whisk until the yolks and whites are completely combined and a little frothy. This helps ensure an even coating on our bread. To the eggs, we're adding about a cup of whole milk. You could use half and half, or heavy cream for an even richer, more decadent custard, but I find whole milk gives the perfect balance. Next, for sweetness and flavor, we'll add 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. You can adjust this to your liking, maybe a bit more if you have a sweet tooth, or a little less if you plan on loading it up with syrup later. Now for the warm, cozy spices. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Always use pure vanilla extract if you can. It makes a huge difference. Then we'll add half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Cinnamon and French toast are a match made in heaven. And for a little secret ingredient, I like to add a tiny pinch of nutmeg. It adds a subtle warmth and complexity that really elevates the whole dish. Finally, a small pinch of salt. Salt in sweet dishes might seem weird, but it actually enhances all the other flavors and balances the sweetness. Whisk everything together until the sugar is dissolved and all the spices are evenly distributed. Your kitchen should be starting to smell amazing right about now. All right, our custard is ready and our bread is sliced. It's time to bring them together. Take 1 slice of bread and lay it flat in the custard mixture. Let it soak for about 20 to 30 seconds on each side. You want the bread to be fully saturated but not completely waterlogged. See how it's absorbing that delicious mixture? Don't rush this step, but also don't let it sit for too long, or it will become too soft to handle. Once it's soaked, lift it out carefully, letting any excess custard drip back into the dish. Set it aside on a wire rack while you soak the next few slices. This helps prevent the bottom from getting soggy while you work. Now it's time to cook. Place a large, non-stick skillet or a griddle over medium heat. It's important not to have the heat too high, or the outside will burn before the inside has a chance to cook through. Add a tablespoon of unsalted butter to the pan. Let it melt and sizzle. That's the sound of deliciousness on its way. Once the butter is foamy, gently place your soaked bread slices into the skillet. Be careful not to overcrowd the pan. Cook in batches, if you need to. You want to give each slice enough space to get a beautiful, even crust. Let them cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. You're looking for a deep, golden brown color. The sugar in the custard will caramelize, creating that perfect, crispy exterior. Don't be tempted to press down on the slices with your spatula. That will just squeeze out the custard, and we want to keep all that creamy goodness inside. After a couple of minutes, take a peek. If it's beautifully golden, heat a flip. Look at that gorgeous color. Cook for another 2 to 3 minutes on the second side until it is equally golden and the center feels slightly firm to the touch. Once they're done, transfer your perfect French toast to a plate. You can keep them warm in a low oven set to about 200 degrees Fahrenheit while you finish cooking the rest of the batch. And there you have it. Perfect. Restaurant quality French toast made right in your own home. The outside is beautifully caramelized and crisp, And when you cut into it, just listen to that. The inside is light, fluffy, and custardy. It's absolutely divine. Now for the best part, the toppings. The possibilities are endless. You can go classic with a pat of butter and a generous drizzle of maple syrup. Or you can get creative. A dusting of powdered sugar always looks elegant. Fresh berries like strawberries, blueberries, or raspberries add a wonderful freshness that cuts through the richness. Sliced bananas and a sprinkle of chopped nuts are fantastic too. You could even add a dollop of whipped cream for a truly indulgent treat. Today, I'm keeping it simple and classic. A little butter, some pure maple syrup, and a handful of fresh blueberries. It's the perfect combination. Every bite is a little piece of breakfast heaven. I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's a simple way to make any morning feel special. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more easy and delicious recipes, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what your favorite French toast toppings are. I love hearing your ideas. See you next time. Happy cooking.